Oh my gosh. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a different book discussion / live show than I normally do. You're probably like, who is this person? This is my hostage person. They've taken over. I'm just kidding. This is my husband, Justin. Say hello.
Hello.
So he is joining us, and we're going to be doing a discussion on Verity by Colleen Hoover. So the reason why we're doing this is I did a 24-hour reading sprint over on my channel back in June 20th, I believe. And that was to help raise money and awareness for our friend Lindsay, who is battling stage 4 cancer with melanoma. So I think Justin wanted to specifically say something about that.
Well, thank you all for all your kind donations and everything like that. It's meant a lot to Jesse and I for people that don't even know Lindsay that have reached out, said prayers, donated. You know, any amount has been very, very helpful. But like I said, she still fights. So keep her family and all of us and her in your prayers. Like I said, it's been rough. We're seeing progress, but like I said, it's going to be a long journey. And but we thank you all. Like I said, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be on here. So congratulations, y'all got me on live camera. So
yes, thank you, everyone who donated. You know, I finally got all of the proceeds for that and given that to Lindsay, which has meant a lot. We've ordered some t-shirts to help raise money as well. I think that was like right under $4,000 before the cost of shirts, right?
Yep, we're up with Jesse's book club and with the shirts and everything like that. I think we're close to about 6K. So we're there. We're doing a huge golf tournament. I'm sorry for that. I thought that was on mute. We're doing a huge golf tournament at the end of the month of August for her, and we'll have, you know, and we've had another friend has started a GoFundMe that's been awesome, huge. So like I said, it's gonna be a long process, but with every little bit, it helps out. So thank you guys.
Definitely. If anybody else wants to contribute to Lindsay as well, I will leave the link in the chat and the description of this video once we get started. But I'm glad you guys are all excited that Justin's here. I'm shocked he actually read a book for fun and is actually on camera. So so I got to choose which book. I had a lot of influence. It was between this book as well as The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. And a few of our friends that we know in real life suggested this one to him. And it had the least amount of pages. So I think that's why he chose it. So he read this one and we're going to be talking about it. We're saving our final rating till the end. But my famous question I ask on every book discussion is, if you could describe this book only using 3 words, what 3 words would you say?
Oh, she gave me a little bit of a hint on this question, so I've been contemplating it over it, and I had to write it down. So it was mysterious, unconclusive, and definitely dark. So those were my 3 words.
Yeah.
So that's what I felt about it. So
yeah. Let's go to the comments real quick. Lily said, I'm really excited for this live. I recently reread Verity, the edition where the bonus chapters. I was shocked. Yeah, we did not read the bonus chapter.
She gave me a hint. I said, nope, I don't want to read it because I
didn't like it.
I don't like taking something away from a book that gives you that suspenseful ending. So
yeah, I agree. Danny said, I can't wait to see you guys banter about your thoughts on the book. I don't know if we'll banter, but Gwen said she's ready for this. Does this mean y'all will go see the movie when it releases? Expected October 2026.
So I'm a big, I take her to movies that she wants to see, and typically it's every movie that we've went and seen I've liked. I'm more of a, I know this is weird, but I'm more of a romance kind of guy, like the romance movies by Nicholas Sparks. Like, I'm a huge sucker for that. I don't know why, but But yeah, so yeah, most likely we'll go see it together.
Oh, I'm
So,
seeing it regardless.
if she doesn't go with her book friend club, wherever,
Book friend
y'all book club, people like she likes to leave me and go on adventures without me for
I'll go see it with you.
things. So, but we'll see. So, what we got next?
Jules says hello.
Hello, Jules.
That's awesome. I think y'all are the sweetest, most kind friends, and I'm praying for her. Frida is next. Hello. Unhinged, entertaining, and wild is Gwen's 3 words. Oh, Justin is a teddy bear. I love this. He can be. Keisha, I'm here for this. I would not be surprised that you were here because we know you deep down loved this book. Okay, moving on. So how would you describe what this book is about in your own words? Like if you were recommending this to someone, what would you say this book is about?
Gosh, if you want to read a book about a mother who's got a sick, twisted mind, I mean, that's the way I come off. But I mean, we can get more into it later, but it was definitely, gosh, we'll talk about it later on as we get into it. But yeah, that's what I would describe it to people is it's definitely suspense, like mysterious. You trying to figure out what's going on, but definitely somebody has sick, twisted mind. So
okay. Oops. Hello. I just started a Frida vlog. Ooh, I can't wait to read that or watch that. So I vote Frida next soon. Yes. Nailed it. Okay. Did you like the alternating point of views between Lowen's present point of view versus Verity's manuscript? Like, did you like kind of bouncing back and forth?
I did. I've watched several movies where things bounce back and forth. Of course, I'm a movie guy. You guys know that I don't read too much books, but I definitely like that stuff in movies. I like a fast forward, a take back, a bounce back, stuff like that. It's kind of gives you a look into both ways of it. You're getting to see it from the present and the past all at one time, so it kind of meshes together. So it's I enjoyed it.
Nice. You mentioned this isn't part of my questions, but you mentioned movies, but you actually have seen this author's movie before. We watched It Ends With Us with Blake Lively.
And that was another one that was fast forward, present day, back and forth, and it was Blake Lively is definitely a crush of mine for movie stars.
So he clearly doesn't care about the controversy behind the movie.
No, I didn't know anything about the controversy until Jesse told me about it. But yeah, that was a good movie. So
yeah, so Colleen Hoover, this is actually arguably her only thriller.
Okay.
Everything she writes is romance. There is one that's like a paranormal type of book that people say if you like this, you should read the other one, but I don't think you're gonna like that one. But okay. What did you think of Jeremy? Both Lowen and Verity seem to think very highly of him, each willing to hurt other people to be with him. But does he earn the level of desire and loyalty from them?
I don't know. At first, I mean, it seems pretty. And then the further and further we get into the book, and the more he starts to go with Lowen. And so I don't know. Maybe I felt a little. It doesn't really explain it until the end, but you're sitting there thinking he knows nothing about what Lowen knows, and he's cheating on his wife who's struggling in the bed. Something that I would never do. I could never fathom that. So I'm not. I at the beginning I was. Jeremy's pretty neat, and then as we got deeper into it, I kind of thought maybe he wasn't as faithful to Verity as much as that you led to believe. So,
yeah. Let's see. Will you read more books for fun in the future?
Gosh, you guys really had to put me on the spot there. I mean, I could. Definitely has to pique my interest. I think the older I'm getting, the the more I'm starting to read a little bit. I've read more this past year than I've ever read, but that's also to work on psychology with my golf game and stuff like that. So, but I have been reading books and stuff like that by an author that's a doctor in psychology and stuff like that. So, but no, this was different. And like I said, we'll see. I told her that I would try to read I think on our way to the beach, we may.
Yeah, on the way to the beach, we're going to listen to The Housemaid by Frida McFadden.
Yeah, we're going to get into The Housemaid because I'm not much of a romance book reader. I can watch romances, but not a.
I will say, when you were reading this, you're like, this Verity lady is crazy. I was like, oh, if you think she's crazy, you should read The Housemaid because that girl.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Like I said, wouldn't mind trying if it catches my interest, but if I'm bored within the first couple of chapters, I'm probably going to turn it down.
Oh, you won't be bored.
So, but that's what Verity was actually pretty exciting right off the rip. So yeah, we'll see.
Jesse's way more beautiful, to be honest.
Absolutely. That's why I married her.
Oh, you married me for my looks?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Okay, next question. Lowen at first decides to not share the manuscript with Jeremy, but then later she does. What would you have done if you were in her shoes?
I mean, that's tough. But if you think, I've always been a firm believer, if you think something's wrong and could be endangering somebody, she should have shared it with Jeremy, I think, earlier than what she did. Mm-hmm. But, I would have shared it. So,
yeah. I just started The Housemaid. Oh, Jules, I cannot believe you haven't read that. If y'all do end up listening to The Housemaid, I would love another book discussion if you can.
Look, you get me on here once. We'll talk. We'll see how this goes.
We gotta raise another $1,000. Is what you're saying?
We'll make it 2,000.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, look, hey! I'm an expensive guy.
Well, I do plan on vlogging at the beach, so maybe I can do maybe a small.
We can do a discussion or something like that. Maybe we'll see.
Okay. Probably what everybody wants to know. Let's talk about the twist. Are you team letter or team manuscript? Which one do you believe and why, and what thoughts do you have?
I was about to say team. There's no rooting for either team. But if I'm choosing, I've said this. I've talked to, believe it or not, I've had book discussions with other people besides my wife about this book. Outside, we were at the pool with a couple of our friends, and she asked me what I thought, and I just said, I personally don't see how any mother could ever write about harming their own children or hating their children or anything in a book. To change your, I don't know. There's no way. No, I don't believe in the letter at all. I believe that her manuscript was 100% what she felt. And the only reason that she wrote the letter was because she was busted and she was caught. And people are always sorry because they got caught. They're not sorry that they did something or the way they thought of something. But I think that, the way I feel, no. She knew what she was doing, and it was.
So as far as beliefs, you believe the manuscript.
Yeah, I believe the manuscript is true.
I also believe the manuscript originally.
But I don't want to hear about this bull crap chapter after this that you read. Jessie she's tried to explain to me about the bonus chapter, and I said, nope, don't want to hear it because alternate endings ruin things. The movie that we've watched together, The Best of Me, there's an alternate ending, and it's terrible. It's terrible ending to the original, but then you see it from an alternate ending, and you're like, no, that wasn't as good. So no, I'm not with the bonus chapter, and I don't care what so.
Yeah. Let's see. Jill says that she agrees with Gwen. We should do another discussion. Let's do it. I'm a big Frida McFadden fan. I'm on my 13th Frida. I don't know how she writes. This author puts out 3 or 4 books a year.
Wow.
Where most people just put out 1 a year, maybe once every 2 years.
Okay.
Ain't that the truth, Justin? No teams. Which team are you? I am team manuscript as well. Split in facts, Justin. Or spitting. I'm
Spitting
sorry.
facts.
Sorry, I thought that was an L. Oops. No. Amen. I don't like bonus chapters.
Can't stand it.
I think I don't mind them if it's for romances. Like you see like where they are like a year later.
No, but mysterious with
but like
plot twisting ends. I don't know if anybody on here's ever seen The Best of Me, but at the end, the person that she falls in love with is killed.
Spoiler.
The alternate, they live happily ever after.
Yeah.
And I don't change the ending. No, I'd leave us all in suspense.
We liked it when he died.
And that's not to say in a bad way, but if you watch the movie, you'll see after he dies, there's more that happens that changes the story that makes it even better. So
that bonus chapter was a straight up money grab after. So she released. Oh my gosh, hang on. When did Verity originally come out? Hang on. (2018), and I know the bonus chapter came out. I don't think I was wearing a mask, so I was going to say 2022. So it was like right after COVID was slowly ending. So like 3 or 4 years later, adds a bonus chapter, and like when you interview her, she's like, "Oh yeah, I don't know like what really happened." So I totally think that was a money grab.
Money grab.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think out of anything that Verity wrote, do you believe anything was the truth?
I mean,
and this is manuscript or letter.
I don't believe anything in the letter. Do I believe that she loved Jeremy? Yes, 100%. That's why she was crazy, to try to take away anything that he loved besides her. But I believe that she was crazy. I believe that you can't think those thoughts and not consider yourself, oh, I only did it for my career. Like, nah, you can't do that. Not for me.
So what I'm hearing is you will not write a story about killing me and using my real name.
Absolutely not. Yeah, see, that's
interesting.
But that's what I think really got me was she used her own children's name. She used her own husband's name. It wasn't like she was writing to sell. She was getting her thoughts out of her head onto paper, and those were true thoughts. Those were thoughts that she truly felt. So that's the way I feel about it.
Well, she did, so I guess we'll never know. Spoiler.
Wait, she died? Just kidding.
Do you believe there was only one villain in the story? Why or why not?
What's that? Repeat that.
Do you believe there was only one villain in the story?
See, that one's tough for me because I really don't have an answer. We definitely know Verity's the villain. But after reading the letter, knowing that Jeremy did find the letter, does he become the villain too? I don't know. See, I'm stuck. I knew there was something up when
excuse me.
Oh my gosh, the child's name.
Oh.
Why are we struggling with
this?
This
Is in Cash?
No, not Cash. Oh my gosh.
What was the kid? The boy?
Yes.
Oh my God, what was his name?
Somebody answer this question, please. The boy's name. It's been a couple of weeks since I've read it. We've had a rough week. Crew. There we go.
I was close.
Crew. Cash, Crew. Yeah, we're all on the same page. When Crew started accidentally giving away signs and stuff like that, started kind of really start playing in my head like, all right, this lady's crazy. She's faking everything. And
I hated Crew.
So
I thought he was creepy. I thought he was like Children of the Corn or something.
Well, yeah, like when you're reading the book and all of a sudden you're sitting there reading something and you look over in the window and Verity's face just goes out of nowhere and staring at you. That's not creepy at all either, So
stop it. Okay, let's catch up on the comments Gwen said that was her diary. Let's be for real.
Thank you.
Lena says, hi, just finishing up dinner. Gonna go back and catch up on everything I missed. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Lena.
Keisha said, okay, but there's some authors now that write pretty twisted things, so I never thought she did it.
They write twisted things, but are they writing twisted things about their own family? That's where I say, do I believe if she would have changed the names and stuff like that, I would probably be on the fence still. But
you and Justin would be great characters in a book. Y'all are great book reviewers too. Thanks, Justin, for doing this video. I love Colleen Hoover. She hasn't written anything in a hot minute. I don't know if I would like anything she wrote. Keisha says, no help here. I can't remember anything but the headboards. So when Keisha read it, I forgot exactly what happened, but we would always mention the headboards and the teeth marks.
That's why we don't have a headboard at home.
Oh,
just kidding.
All right, we're done.
Well, I'm getting kicked off of this one.
Read hidden. Oh, I think he would.
Hidden pictures?
Yeah.
I have to look that one up.
It's so good. It's actually got pictures in it too. I'll show you the book.
A picture book. Yes,
I mean, it really does have a lot of pictures.
Okay.
You make a valid point. Ooh. Oh my gosh, about the headphones. I like how he tried to play it off like just kidding.
But for real.
Okay. 2 more things. What is your final star rating? So in the book world, we rate everything between 1 and 5, 5 being the best.
Why is this? See, I don't know if I can really truly rate a book because it's the only book I've ever read, like fully read. And,
yeah, I have the same problem too. Like when I read like a sci-fi book, I'm like, well, I don't read sci-fi.
Right.
So I feel weird giving it 5 stars. But like,
I'm gonna say, of course, 3 is always middle of the road. 4 is there. 5 is spectacular. I would say 3.5 to 4, just for the fact of that.
Oh, look at him doing half-star ratings. I love it.
Listen, it's because I do half-star ratings on everything, or half ratings. I don't do full.
Oh, I never do half stars.
Well, that's because you don't do true ratings. But anyways, I do 3.5 to 4, somewhere in between there, just because of the fact of that it was a book that kept me. I was actually interested. She was mad because I started reading chapters without her. And
so I had to play catch up.
So she had to play catch up. Like, where are you at? What do you know? Because I was actually listening to it and reading it while I was at work or when I get home before she got home. So I was actually interested. I wanted to see what was going on. So yeah.
And let me just tell you, in the car, listening at 1 times speed was brutal.
Hey, towards the end, I moved it to 1.25. Okay, let's give me a chance here. I'm not a reader.
So rounding up to a 4. Cool.
All right, Gwen, what's your rating?
Oh,
is it a 5 for Gwen?
Probably.
Is Gwen a 5?
Every time I reread it, it's 5. I've read the.
So you're a 5 too?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, all right. 5 stars. There we go. All right.
Yeah, everyone, if you've read this book, leave your star rating so we can let everyone know.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like I said,
I feel like people either love this or they hate this.
I'm probably going to go back and re-rate this after I read a few more books. I might be like, you know what? That book was way better than some others. But yeah.
Let's see. I'm new to audiobooks. I listen at one time, which there's nothing wrong with it.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you.
But for me, I was like, oh my gosh, can we speed this up?
She's over there sleeping while I'm trying to listen.
I'm not sleeping. I also gave it a 5. A shocking 5-star. Yeah, that was very shocking.
Okay.
Gave it 5 stars. It got me out of a reading slump and put me in my thriller era. 5 stars. Still thinking about it. I love it. It was so unhinged. Yeah. So a lot of people give it like 4 or 5, or they give it like 1 or 2, or they DNF it.
Yeah.
So. Okay, the last thing I have on here is this is actually a question for the audience. So if you have any book recommendations that you feel like Justin would enjoy, please leave those in the comments. But Justin, what did you like? I guess going into, if you were to pick up another book, what is something that you did like that you would like to see, or something you dislike that you would like to see less of in your future read? So that way people know what to recommend. I already know what you didn't like about
She
it.
already knows what I don't like about it. I'll say that here in a minute. What I did like about it was definitely the mysteriousness, the suspense of wanting to know more, kind of wanting to come back more. I have to give my wife props. Every time she recommends something for me to read, watch, anything like that, I always put up a good fight. And then once I finally decide to watch it or read it, I love it. So she kind of knows what I like without me knowing what I like. So we've watched a lot of movies that I'm like, no, or TV shows. Like now, one of my favorites that we're dying to ready for it to pop back out and watch again is Stranger Things. And I just never had an interest at all. She begged and begged and begged. And finally, I guess I said, yeah, right. And she was in the middle of season 4 and she was like, okay, I'm going to stop. We're going to binge watch. And after the first episode or two was a little slow, but then once I got into it, it was, I want to get home, want to watch it. So,
We're
but
gonna binge watch
that's
it
something
again.
that I like. I need something to grab me and pull me in. I'm not.
So probably like popcorn thrillers.
Yeah,
which are
and I'm not a
fast-paced.
horror guy, so that's made her a scaredy cat ever since we've been. I don't like horror movies. I'm sorry. So that's been something that we've never been able to get into. Me and her together. She likes them. I don't. I'm the one. I'm the one over in the corner with a blanket over my head, peeping out the hole. Going. Yeah, that's me. But no. Like I said,
I don't think you like Stalkers.
no.
Because I don't think you would like You by Carol McKenna. So
No, because I watched part of it and he's like killing every person. I've seen it. No, trust me.
No.
Trust me. There's sometimes I worry about what my wife reads because I'm thinking that she's plotting my death later on in life. But no. But no, man. Like I said,
Trying to look at my books and see what I would recommend.
I don't like it that you're looking behind me while I'm looking.
Sorry. Okay. Let's see. Gwen recommended No Exit by Taylor Adams. I would also recommend that. However, we did watch the movie.
You watched the movie?
You watched the movie. It was on. You really liked it until where she's trapped at the rest stop in the snow, and there's a kid in the back of a van.
Yes.
I think you liked it until the nail gun scene.
Whew, that was brutal.
Yeah, I think you really liked it.
I was fine with everything, and then that's the part that. Trust me.
I don't think that happens in the book. I think it's something different.
Well, see, I work construction, so I've seen things, and I have a very sensitive stomach and brain when it comes to things like that.
But yeah, he has seen the movie, but I like that book literally has twist after twist after twist.
Yeah,
so.
That was definitely.
The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry, Deep End by Lucinda Berry. How do you feel about creepy kids?
I mean, we're talking like Children of the Corn, Sixth Sense kind of thing? Or?
Nothing paranormal. Well, no. Just like kids being bad for like evil reasons. But not like they're possessed or anything like that.
Kind of like Halloween when Jason is a kid being
Michael Myers.
Or Michael Myers, yeah. I mean,
I think you would like The Perfect Child if you're okay with kids being weird.
Okay.
Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney is also a really good one.
Do like Rock, Paper, Scissors and Spock. So, by the way. If you watch Big Bang Theory, that's Big Bang Theory reference.
Love Stranger Things. Feeney. Foe by Ian Reed. I don't know. I feel like maybe. I rated it 4 stars. I definitely think Justin would like No Exit by Taylor Adams or even The Last Word by. I did not like Taylor or The Last Word. I ended up DNFing that one. So when will we see on the YouTube channel? Reading with Justin.
Jesse already said that before we even started because I was on the camera just goofing off, and she was like, "What do you want to start your own channel now?" No, it's not for me. I don't have the time. My wife does a great job with this.
What about golfing with Justin?
Oh man, that's just.
It's boring. It would get no views. Anyways.
Wow. Wow. She comes out and golfs with me one time, and then she's
It is boring.
bored the whole time.
I also think you would like The Silent Patient, but I don't think it would grab your attention. That's the one where I remember I was reading and I was like, oh my God. I had to like
Yeah, I'm sitting there just watching TV or halfway laying in bed, and Jesse just sits straight up in the bed and goes, "Oh my God!" And I'm like, "What? What happened? What?"
That book was wild.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I second what Gwen said. Ooh, Behind Closed Doors is another good one. Golf is boring. Sorry. Top Golf's fun. I'm actually good at that. So. But I love that you have a hobby you love. Yes.
Besides loving my wife, that is my second favorite hobby.
I don't know what. I think that was cringy that you called it a hobby.
Okay.
Yeah, Behind Closed Doors is a good one. What do you think about like haunted houses? Like maybe it's a haunted house. Like you don't know.
I don't know.
I was gonna say Riley Sager's like Home Before Dark is my favorite because that one just has a wild.
That's like Keisha just asked. Keisha just asked if
yeah.
Riley Sager. So
I think Home Before Dark because the whole time you don't know if it's haunted or not. And it has a book within a book, which is really good. I would also say maybe Lock Every Door because that one I feel like would pique your interest. I would love to know your thoughts about The House Across the Lake. That something from Harlan Coben. Yeah, maybe. I think I have a few books that I could probably think of. Oh my gosh, that was so sweet. Ugh. So Jess is a hobby. Yeah, love that. Jesse, don't give him that side eye.
I get it all the time.
Yes, Riley Sager, I'm a new fan. Which, if you guys didn't know, me and Gwen, we will be doing a book discussion for his newest one with A Vengeance at 8, which is about half an hour. I think you would. I think Lock Every Door, and then I also very similar to Verity. I think you would like The Only One Left because there's a woman paralyzed in her bed that has a story.
Sure.
Don't put that evil on him to read The House Across the Lake. No, like he probably listened to the audiobook and be like, no, I'm good. Currently reading House Across the Lake. Best of luck. You either love it or you hate it. Yeah, come on. We want to see him enjoy reading. Keep The House Across the Lake away from him.
All right. I guess I'm going to have to go with Jules and Lena here. I'm not going to be reading that.
Anyways, trying to think of what else.
No.
So I have so many books, but I think they're so similar to the Freida McFadden book that I'm going to have you read, so I don't want to mention those. I also think the Geneva Rose, The Perfect Marriage would be good because that has a interesting twist. Let's see. Is there anything else? And I think Hidden Pictures. I think that would be a good one because that's kind of like a thriller horror one. So we'll see. I think that's a good list for him to start. Yes. So we'll start with Freida and then we'll go from there. And if he really likes Freida, we'll just go down the list of Freida McFadden's because they're very bingeable. Would you like The Hunger Games or Divergent? Would you want to read you've seen the movies?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen both movies. I really enjoyed Divergent movies over The Hunger Games. Hunger Games was okay.
You talk about The Hunger Games all the time.
No, I mean, The Hunger Games is, but if I was looking at the two movies, I would much rather watch Divergent. Divergent was much more, I mean, Hunger Games was good, but I don't know, it just kind of slowed down a little bit as it went. I mean, both of them do, but for some reason,
I don't think we
Divergent.
ever watched the last movie.
Which one?
Mockingjay Part 2. I know we watched Part 1.
Yeah, maybe we haven't watched Part 2.
I don't know. I never read the book, so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's everything I have. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me, and thank you guys for everything. Appreciate it.
You can come to all my Monday night reading sprints. So, All right, guys, we'll go ahead and end. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on possible more book discussions with Justin. We'll see. Love this discussion. Yes, it was a great discussion. Thank you. And again, we are having a discussion in less than 30 minutes on my channel with Gwen. We're reading With a Vengeance. And we're going to have a game over there. Something very new that I've done.
Games?
Yeah.
Games?
All right, we're going to end it here. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, give this video a thumbs up if you want Justin to come back. And yeah, all right, we'll talk to you guys in maybe 25 minutes. Bye, y'all.
Bye.